15 steps from Bourbon Street is a relaxed, fine dining restaurant that's been creating raving fans since 2001. Consider me one of them since it was my very first meal in New Orleans. Regina, Travis, Pam, Christine, and Verna on Facebook all had nothing but amazing things to say. An incredible team serving the very best seafood from Louisiana and beyond. Welcome to GW Fins.
Welcome to GW Fins.
Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, pleasure.
So tell us about GW Fins. It's a pleasure to be here and it's a staple in my heart.
Our mission statement is to create raving fans of our guests and each other. That's what drives us.
Sure.
You walk in and by the time you leave, we want you to be a raving fan when you walk out.
So tell me about the history. You have a partner, is that correct?
I moved here in 1995 to become the Chief Operating Officer for Rouge Square Steakhouse.
Oh my gosh, that's incredible.
So I was in that job for 5 years, and then my partner, his name is Tenny Flynn, he was the corporate chef for Rouge Square for 7 years.
Okay.
Tenny left in July, and I left in August. I gave him a phone call a couple months later, and I said, hey, you want to do a restaurant together? He said, sure, I'm not doing anything else. So that's when we got together and put together GW Fins.
So the French Quarter, I mean, I walk in and I feel exhilarated but yet relaxed.
We're so fortunate to be, 15 steps off of Bourbon Street. So you've got all the energy you want, but then you come in here and we're trying to create a relaxed, enjoyable, fine dining experience.
Gary, thank you so much for bringing us here today. I cannot wait to get in the kitchen with Chef Mike.
Come on.
What are we cooking in the kitchen today at GW Fins?
Well, we got two of my favorite ingredients this time of year. We got local chanterelle mushrooms. A lot of people don't know how many of these we get in Louisiana. We got tons of these guys that go out in the woods and pick these things for us. They are fantastic. And then Creole tomatoes, one of the best Louisiana products we have. All right, you ready to get cooking?
Let's do it.
All right, so as every chef does, we start with a little bit of butter. All right, we're gonna go ahead and throw in those chanterelle mushrooms first. Those mushrooms have a lot of natural juices in there, and that's kind of where our sauce is gonna come from.
You can already smell them.
We're throwing a little bit of chopped shallot here.
Okay. So how long have you been cooking?
All my life, but here at GW Fins, going on 15 years.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty rare for a chef to stick anywhere that long, but it goes to show we're doing something pretty fun here. We're gonna go ahead and throw in those Creole tomatoes. At this point, we can season it up a little bit, salt and pepper.
So it's pretty high heat.
Pretty high heat. The tomatoes add a lot of liquid to this dish, and so you really want to kind of cook some of that liquid out. But again, with the mushroom liquid and the tomato liquid, that's what become our sauce at the end.
Got it.
You know, without sauce, I don't think there'd be restaurants. People are mystified by sauce. You know, if there wasn't sauce, there wouldn't be restaurants.
Right.
We got a little fresh herbs here, just some Italian parsley and tarragon. We'll throw in a little of that. Add a little bit of white wine. And that's what's gonna become our sauce. So we'll go ahead and set that to the side a little bit here. And then we need to blacken our shrimp. You gotta have a nice, heavy cast iron pan you wanna blacken. Rule number one. Rule number two, some really good Creole seasoning, which we have right here. And I feel like you gotta use butter. You know, you can try using oil, but butter's really what makes that blackening happen. So you wanna do the honors?
I sure will. So your Creole seasoning.
Creole seasoning
is that
first.
Something that y'all blend here in-house?
Yeah, it's a little bit of a secret, but you know, Paul Verdon makes some good ones. I recommend his. And then right into the butter.
So we're doing a little liberal amount of seasoning and
pretty good
directly
amount.
into the butter.
Directly in there and right into the pan
really safe.
gently. Beautiful, that's what we want to see. Lots of smoke, we know it's working, all right?
All right, so how long will the shrimp need to be on?
Shrimp don't take long at all.
Right.
So we don't want those to overcook. We can go ahead and get ready to start plating up. We're just about there. I got some goat cheese grits.
I love
So
that.
add a little bit of that. Creole tomatoes right here. And just to finish the sauce, as you might have guessed, we're gonna need a little bit more butter.
Just a little bit
Just
more.
a little bit more butter.
It just smells amazing.
Well, there we go. So now we're just gonna go ahead and pour that around a little bit. Let's see how you did.
Oh no.
Ah, beautiful.
Sweet.
Well, looks like our shrimp are about done. You did a fantastic job blackening those.
Thank you.
And we'll just go ahead and set those right on top. few fresh chives, give it a little more color, and voila, blackened shrimp, Creole tomatoes, and local chanterelle mushrooms.
Chef, it looks incredible. We're gonna need a couple more plates because I know you and co-owner Gary are gonna join me in the dining room. So I'm gonna skedaddle, but I'll meet you out there.
All right, we'll see you out there.
As far as local cuisine, for both locals and tourists alike, this is a place that I tell them is a must-go. The food is beyond reproach and second to none.
I love coming here. Their best dish for me is the char-grilled oysters. And the staff will call me to let me know when they're in, and I'll come chow down 3 dozen that quick.
And the service has been incredible. We're so pleased to be here.
We didn't know where to come for dinner. I checked on Open Table. GW Fins came up, and we're so happy here.
And the scallops, and I don't normally order seafood, and I love it. It's great.
They've got a lot of local Louisiana seafood. If you'll come in and get red fish when they have red fish, or red snapper when they have that. Good stuff.
I just love the lobster dumplings, and the fish wings are awesome.
Gentlemen, cheers.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mikey? So what do we got here, Mike? Blackened shrimp?
Blackened shrimp, local Creole tomatoes, and locally foraged chanterelle mushrooms, but this combination is my favorite combination of the summer.
The Creole seasoning is so flavorful. The chanterelle mushrooms, tell me how important it is at GW Fins to have locally grown ingredients.
What we try to do here at the restaurant is work directly with as many people that we get our products from as possible. Our way of approaching sustainability is using our capital to sustain these guys in the kind of work that they do.
GW Fins is on the charts. There are statistics that show that you all are one of the top fine dining seafood restaurants, not only in New Orleans, but in the country.
Well, I think one, we're blessed to be in Louisiana where we have the best seafood on earth. And I'm sure there'll be a couple people out there that want to argue that. But, you know, next to Alaska, no other state in the country has more seafood caught per year. We have so much varietal fish available to us, you know, within just a few miles of this restaurant that we kind of have a little bit of an advantage.
What has helped you build such a successful restaurant like GW Fins?
It kind of starts with the mission, as I talked about before, and we've really been fortunate to bring people on board that embrace that mission, that want to work to that standard. We've got a great team. We've got a number of people that have been with us for 10 years, 12 years, 14 years. We've got a group of people that we call mission masters. And these people are the ones that understand the mission, live the mission, and then kind of example that to the rest of the staff. So that core of 19 people plus the management team kind of perpetuates what we do.
With such great family, great friends, a good camaraderie of people at one restaurant, you've brought a lot of joy to the city and to New Orleans. Thank you so much, and I understand why people love to eat here at GW Fins.